This afternoon marks an important moment. For the first time in recent memory, we're starting the public process of our hearings right here in the San Fernando Valley at Van Nuys City Hall.
What's up? I'm Miss Loretta Lorraine. I am the Diamond Piece of Trans Latina. I'm here representing the transgender community, also Miss Bambi Lucido. And I love our community. And I'm here to tell you that y'all need to put more funds on the transgender community because a lot of them are dying. We just had one murder right there on San Fernando Road. A lot of our girls are being murdered, being bashed, black, white, or whatever, even the young youth. I'm here, I'm old, I'm already, if you look at, I'm on YouTube right now. I have a documentary, it's called Resistant, Diamond Resistant. And I've always been here for my community. And I'm gonna continue coming till then when I'm gone, I'm gone. But I really need y'all to put those funds for those, to keep safety for the transgender community, because a lot of them are going through a lot of things, and she knows over there. Okay, God bless you all, and I hope that y'all can continue.
Since this is one continuous meeting, each person is allowed to give comment once. So if you spoke last Friday in Van Nuys, you will be not be given an opportunity to speak again.
You will have 1 minute for the only item on the agenda, that is the budget itself. So it is quite broad, but it does need to be related to the budget. We also have to and we will let you know if your time is expired. It's not because we don't want to hear from you. It's because, as you can see, there are a lot of people here. There were a lot of people here on Friday, and there are still people outside of this council chamber who would like to speak.
Good afternoon, council members. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here before you. My name is Bambi Salcedo, and I do have the privilege to be the president and the CEO of the Trans Latina Coalition, which is the biggest trans-led organization in the United States. As you know, trans people currently are political targets from a federal administration, and I'm here on behalf of all of our community to ask you to please create a memo that will support the creation of the TGIW, which will allocate resources to support other trans-led organizations. Additionally, we want to ask you to please put a budget item in the budget so that there's at least a minimum of $25,000 that will be allocated to support our organization specifically. And I also want to just remind you that there's really a good opportunity for all of you to exercise your power and to really support the livelihood of trans people who are part of this city. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here.
Hi everyone, good morning. Name is Marco Navarro. Council members, as a representative of the Trans Latina Coalition, I'm here to express deep concern about the mayor's proposed budget and the disproportionate harm it will cause to trans, gender expansive, intersex, TGI plus Angelinos. This budget threatens to cut essential city services and eliminate jobs that our community relies on for survival and dignity. TGI plus people, especially immigrants, youth, and those experiencing homelessness, already face some of the highest barriers to housing, healthcare, and employment in our city. Further reductions to public services and social programs will only deepen these inequities. For TGI plus individuals, access to safe housing, affirming healthcare, and culturally competent support is not a luxury. It is a matter of life and death. The proposed budget fails to prioritize these needs, putting our community at even greater risk of homelessness, violence, and health disparities. Eliminating frontline city staff and reducing funding for direct services will make it even harder for TGI people to access the care and resources that organizations like the Trans Latina Coalition provide every day. Recent progress, such as the TGI Wellness Equity Initiative $7 million in county funding, has expanded access to care and support for TGI people. Thank you.
My name is Carla Ibarra. I am a proud transgender Filipino immigrant and the first and only LGBTQIA+ community liaison for our city under the Civil Rights Department. Today, I'm here along our LGBTQ+ constituents to urge you to protect this role. I cannot stress enough how critical it is for our community's voices and lived experiences to shape what gets decided at your decision tables. At a time when we are witnessing the blatant dehumanization of my community, from attacks from the federal level to 125% surge in violent hate crimes right here in Los Angeles, removing this role sends a chilling message that we are not your priorities, but pawns to your politics. I know firsthand what it means to be othered and unseen. You still have time to reconsider. Protect this role, protect the dolls, and protect the future of your LGBTQIA+ constituents. Thank you.
Hello, I'm a community organizer with DTLA Proud, a local nonprofit organization servicing the LGBTQ community. And as I represent oppressed communities, I would greatly appreciate your attention instead of multitasking during public comment. I'm here to advocate against cutting the only city staff role dedicated to serving our community. This budget cut sends a dangerous message across LA that LGBTQ people do not deserve representation, support, or services from its government. Carla Ibarra's position as the LGBTQI community liaison and lead staff to the Transgender Advisory Council was created to ensure representation and that queer and trans Angelenos have a voice in this government. Eliminating this role ensures that one of the few institutional bridges of our communities to the city leadership does not exist, and this is at a time when the anti-queer rhetoric, violence, and policies are on the rise against the country. I expect a city like Los Angeles to lead by example. Thank you.
Hi, I'm queer. And last time I checked, this city claims to be a sanctuary city for my community and I. If you drop the position of the LGBTQIA+ liaison, you are literally taking away our sanctuary. Will be severely at risk if this liaison is being taken away. So thank you so much.
Just a reminder, we've got 220 people to get through still. We're going to get through as many as we can, so we ask that you limit your remarks to a minute. Thank you.
I'm sorry, the gentleman who just shouted out, again, in order to facilitate as many public commenters as possible, please do not disrupt this meeting. Thank you. So the disruption is the instruction that the chair has given. So I see that it is Mr. Akili. I'm going to ask politely. Mr. Akili, please do not disrupt this meeting. This is your first and only formal warning. I'm sorry, Speaker. Go ahead.
Sir, this is your last, I ask that you remove him from the meeting so that we can get to the people who have signed up to speak. Thank you.
Good evening, Council. I'm the current recording secretary for the Voices Neighborhood Community Council in CD District 9. The LGBT community must keep its liaison. It was city-funded outreach programs that helped me out of homelessness, go back to college, get sober, and stay sober. The safety of my community is becoming more uncertain under Trump. All of us deserve a future in Los Angeles. If I may remind you that you are some of the highest paid city council members in the entire nation, the budget could easily be adjusted in other ways. The people are watching, the voters are watching. There was a line of voters around the building this afternoon, and there's still so many people that haven't been able to speak tonight. I urge you to do the right thing and adjust the budget accordingly that doesn't cut from the essential services that people in this city rely on. Thank you.
Thank you. And before you leave, excuse me, before you leave, can you identify yourself? Sorry.
Robert Berner.
Thank you so much.
The ACO supports the diverse communities most vulnerable to HIV, gay and bisexual men of color, youth, trans and cis women of color, people who use injection drugs, through grants and contracts that fund testing, education, PrEP navigation, and harm reduction services, all of which curb the spread of HIV, viral, HEP, and other infectious diseases. APLA Health uses ACO grants to fund our Women Together program, which offers social and service connection to women over 50 living with HIV, keeping them in care and virally suppressed. Our clients are mostly cis women of color who are at increased risk of HIV, but consistently overlooked.
My name is Dr. Michael Hamer. I am a resident of CD5, and I'm also a physician working in CD10. And I'm here to oppose the elimination of the LGBTQIA community liaison role at LA Civil Rights. This council just voted to establish LA as a sanctuary city, and mere months later, we see essential representation being erased at the expense of queer, trans, and BIPOC communities that are actively under attack. What kind of sanctuary is that? A budget is a value statement, and the message from the mayor is clear. LGBTQIA+ people do not deserve a room at this table. Representation is essential in a time when our communities are being targeted on multiple fronts, and especially our TGI neighbors and colleagues and family who have seen a 125% increase in anti-trans violence. This isn't just about saving one position, it's about making our city more equitable in practice rather than in theory, and not capitulating to fascist regimes. Thank you.
Council members, I am Eden Luna, the chair of the Transgender Advisory Council and an advocate in the community. I'm going to keep it really brief because we have several people from our cohort who are here to speak against this issue. But I urge you to consider preserving the position for LGBTQ liaison in the Civil Human Rights Department. Without that position, we do not have a foot in the door or a conversation on the table. Without that position, you will see more homeless transgender people on the streets of Los Angeles. Without that position, you will see unemployed transgender people in Los Angeles. Without that position, there will not be a job fair for transgender people, the first of its kind in Los Angeles, a housing fair, the first of its kind for transgender people in Los Angeles. So I urge you again, preserve the position for LGBTQIA plus city liaison in the Civil and Human Rights Department. I yield my time.
Hello, LA City Council. Thank you for your time. My name is PJ Brescia, they, them pronouns. I'm the founder of Baby Gay. We're a nonprofit supporting people through the coming out process. I'm also a member of LA Queer Events Coalition. I'm asking you to please keep Carla Ibarra's position as the LGBTQIA plus community liaison and lead staff of Trans Advisory Council. This cut doesn't just affect a job, it affects our lives. Working with you recently, in October, we officially recognized National Coming Out Day as an LA City holiday. Let's do more of that, please, and less cuts. I've worked with Carla a lot. We've worked together on vital events like the TGI 2+ job fair. Her role provides our community access to resources and belonging. When trans and queer people are facing attacks everywhere, removing this position tells our needs are dispensable. Please keep this position funded. If it's a cut, is LA actually a sanctuary city for the LGBTQ+ community? Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Angel Aguilar Cole, and I'm a proud trans person and member of the LGBTQIA community. I am here today for Carla Ibarra and her role as the first and only LGBTQIA community liaison, acting for the city of Los Angeles. The current proposed budget aims to erase trans and queer lives. We refuse to let this happen. Council, I ask you to read the room. Look around. Your constituents are here. We are demanding that you reassess your alliance. Your silence will not protect you. Defund the police. Do your jobs. Protect our lives. Protect trans futures. And save our city's services. Long live the dolls.
I urge you not to cut our singular LGBTQIA community liaison, a role held by the indispensable Carla Ibarra. In Los Angeles, our LGBTQ youth are in crisis. The fact that nearly 1 in 3 have considered suicide, coupled with the sickening 21.4% rise in hate crimes against them in 2023, demands more support, not less. Unlike many other marginalized groups, LGBT people often lack family support and rely on community programs, on their chosen families for survival.